G'day everybody, and welcome back to my channel, Viking Gamer. And in today's episode, I have a bit of a confession to make. This is episode 8.2 because when I started to do episode 8, I forgot to hit record. So I did a lot of work on the manor and I didn't record any of it. Of course, as you guys can remember, in the previous episode there were some issues with the way the gate was positioned, which was allowing things to clip through because there was this little space either side of the gate, and also a few other things weren't in quite the right position. So I opened up the manor / castle planner and did a lot of work pushing and pulling fence posts around, adjusted the position of the manor itself slightly, added a couple of guard towers, and a few other tiny little things around the village. And after I'd done all that, said my normal little outro spiel, saved the game, logged out, and noticed I hadn't been recording. So, welcome to episode 8.5, or episode 8.2, depending on how I decide to name it. Anyway, luckily, I went back into the previous episode and took a screenshot of the old manor. So I will put up that screenshot now. And here is the old manor. So, as you can see in the screenshot, fairly basic. Got the manor house, the tower, the tax office, little gatehouse, accidental gatehouse in the side of the wall, which had to sort of try and plug up with a farm. Went in, started to... well, I did adjust the whole thing, and like I said, I wasn't recording. So anyway, without further ado, here's how it looks now. Anyway, as you can see, I added these two little towers because you can only build within a certain sphere of influence of the manor. Then when you put in another building on the edge of that, it increases the sphere of influence, which allows you to build the wall. So you've got the manor, the tax office, and the tower, which allows you to increase the retinue size. And then you can add little outer towers to increase that sphere of influence a bit further. So I've done that so that I can project outwards a bit, so that when the bandits or the Baron's men come charging up here, I can basically get the archers to shoot into the rear and side flanks of them, which gives them bonuses. Also, the narrower choke point means that only 1 or 2 units can fight my guys at the gate at a time, while the others are sort of like running back and forth here, waiting their turn and getting shots, so that when they eventually do get to my men, they're severely weakened. Out of all the manors I've made in Manor Lords. I think this is by far the best I've made. Though handsome is as handsome does, it hasn't been tested yet. I've also put some goat pens in on the edge of the mountain here, because I thought goats running around the edge here would look cool. Also, in the little craters here, added goat pens as well. Again, because like just watching the goats run up and down this area is awesome. Because goats aren't bothered about the strange topology. And I put a corpse pit in over here. Of course, as you can remember from the last battle, we had quite the mess. And I put in a little monument on the way up to corpse pit, because I thought it to be appropriate. So this shall be known as Corpse Road. Just jump down into player mode. That's actually a lot bigger than I thought it was. It didn't cost any resources to build either. Anyway, and this is the new manor. Just very quickly jump in and have a look. As you can see, here's the choke point. I twisted the angle of the manor ever so slightly. So now the door at the top of the stairs there isn't glitching out. And as you can see, we don't have a hole either side of this gatehouse now, so hopefully this will work properly. Little outer towers which I mentioned. Got plenty of high ground so we can see what's going on around us. We don't have that awful little... Oh, look at that beautiful sky. We don't have that problem anymore with that odd little gate in the middle of the wall here. So technically we don't need those two farms on either side, but I've decided to keep them. And I managed to find a tool in the game which allowed me to get rid of the shrubbery which was growing around in here and causing issues. So again, we can see better what's going on. And this is, I think, one of the best spots for the archers. Of course, I can come down the slope here and then just shoot up towards the gate there. Sort of built a curve around this anomaly in the terrain. Of course, it's one of those areas that's so steep you sort of fall down that and can't get out. But also it makes a nice cool little feature. Anyway, from memory that's all I changed. I think, yeah, we built and upgraded the tavern, though haven't actually got any beer to go in it yet. So in this episode we're going to try and get a bit more going on. Anyway, so now with this manor to defend wainscoting, we should be able to do more than just survive and rebuild. We should be able to survive without having to rebuild, and can actually get on with raising funds to put second village in here and start to take on what's his name? Hildebolt. Anyway, so let's get this stone well built and see what that looks like. Ah yes, I better start building the roof tiles. Time to start harvesting clay. Not harvesting, mining clay. Get the population up as well. Increase the housing. Mining pit. Sure, I'll put it over the area in question. Connect it up with a road. Okay, how are we for... We've got plenty of fish. 23 months worth of fuel. Okay, so don't think we're going to need to worry about that for a while. And I think it's time to move one of the logging camps, and probably also time to put in a forester's and start replanting as well. So where'd that go? Ah, royal tax increase. Just when I need to start saving. Okay, and relocate the other logging camp. And build a couple of foresters up round there as well. Okay, and how's that stone well gone? Aha, so it looks more like a traditional well. Upgrade this one as well. Okay, so storehouse. Oh, I also upgraded the hitching posts to actual small stables, so they can actually now hold twice the livestock. Okay, now, if I'm going to be mining clay, then I'm also going to need... Okay, do I really need to rebuild that saw pit? Oh, I've got another hitching post here. Upgrade that to small stable as well. Don't think I really need that extra saw pit there. This road's connected to the markets, so that's a good place to put more houses. So I sort of popped a few houses along here. I don't know whether I did that. Yeah, I think I did that last episode too. I'd also like to pop some houses up here as well for the market. So I'll just slowly start relocating. Because the main storehouse here is getting pretty close to full. I'm going to start making crossbows soon. Okay, houses, houses, houses. Okay, I know that sound. Raiders. Okay, so we get to check how new manor goes. Pause. Okay, right, so... And got, I think, enough for 2 units worth of archers and 2 units worth of spearmen now. 11 and 9 instead of 10 and 10. Okay. Take game off pause. Aha, now it's 12 and 12. Awesome. Oh, where are they? Try and get the positioning just right. Go. Fight defensively, fight defensively. Start those archers on the highest ground. Fire at will. Fire at will. Now I need to make sure the bandits are baited towards the manor and don't just start rampaging through Wainscoting. Yep, looks like they're taking the bait. And if I've constructed the manor properly, this should be a mostly one-sided victory. Yep, they've well and truly seen us. People running towards the safety of the manor. Battle during a storm. Give them even higher ground so they can even more of a view on things. Yep, the archers have started firing already. So we've got 8 retinue and twice 12 spearmen. See how they're nicely clogged up. Somehow some of them are still managing to glitch through. On the whole, we've got it. Fortunately, the gatehouse is the wrong way round, and they're managing to climb up into it. Oh, somehow they managed to get through into my archers. Looks like the retinue managed to chase them down though. 2 members of the retinue there. What happened here? Where did they come from? Okay, it looks like, yeah, somehow they got through. But very few casualties on our side. And Wainscoting has not burned for a second time. We haven't had a second burning in a row, because Wainscoting's burned 4 times? 3 times? Well, we've had 2 raids since the last burning, and repelled them both, and this time without too many casualties. So we lost 4 archers and 1 spearman. Hello? That's changed. Ah. And 1 retinue. Okay. Ah, didn't mean to disband unit completely. I was going to say, hey, you can get back to work. Retinue go back into the civilian clothes, more or less. Awesome. Okay, I'd say the new Manor layout is a success. Just quickly, before that battle started, spent what little money I had to bring the retinue up. Well, I think we should be good for retinue for a while, and now just start saving. Okay, I'll just build a few more houses to celebrate. Or, let's see if we can... That's not a high enough level to build the brewery yet. And we've got to build some of the other infrastructure to go with it. Did I build a tilers? Just quickly do a little bit of basic housekeeping. Okay, I've got space for more oxen. I want a storehouse that's just for the ingredients. For the ale. So I'm going to have to import that. Though I believe the region over here is good farmland, so I might be able to make things. Anyway, just get this get a couple of basic things going. clay furnace. Oh no, I don't want to build it there. Because this was meant to be my little industrial area. Ah, that was... Or was that where I was going to put a brewery? Okay, not the bestest use of space there, because that's where I was going to put a brewery. Anyway, that's all we have time for in this evening's playthrough. So, as always, hit like, hit subscribe, leave a comment in the comments section if you're so inclined to do so. Just be nice and polite with one another. And until the next Manor Lords playthrough, or episode rather, goodbye.